Accra Lions have had most of the ball, but they've not really troubled the goalkeeper of Nations, that's Kofi Ban. They've put a few passes together, but not in threatening areas. From the very onset, Nations have been on the onslaught, trying to get the early goal just to cushion them. They've not particularly played well in the last few games. So I think an early goal will sort of calm their nerves, and I think they've gotten exactly that. They should have gotten 2 in the first half. They had a clear opportunity in the first 10 minutes or so, but they flopped their line. So I think the goal they've scored, it's a fair reflection of the half so far. And if Lions need to equalize, they have to up their game in the second half.
Yeah, Berimaba was threatening. They didn't learn from the first few chances he had. Didn't close him up. He even had 2, bites of the cherry before he converted that goal.
I just think Accra Lions haven't really shown what they've shown in recent times when they've travelled away from home. You look at that away game against the Diana Stars, that away game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and just recently that away 1-0 win against Accra Hearts of Oak, and how they play away from home. I would say they've been the better side, but then unfortunately they just haven't found the back of the net yet. And for Nations FC, they just kept their shape throughout the first 45. That's what they kept doing. Just keep your shape. Don't give away, any silly fouls in and around the penalty area or even deep inside your own half. But I believe that goal was as a result of a defensive error from Accra Lions, where they had their right back Issa Ibrahim just overlapping, trying to join the attack, but rather once they were stopped and halted, it was Nations FC that had to quick transition the ball into the third half, and it was just a good goal. But then a very, very smart and quality pass from Abdul Karim, who just had to find Berimaba in that space where the right back should have originally be. And that's one thing that you would always attribute to the way Lions play. Whenever they are attacking, you'd find at least one of the 2 fullbacks joining the attack to create, those overloads in midfield and also in the attacking third. And this time round, Issa Ibrahim was just found wanted. He left so much space, when he was advancing, trying to help his team attack. And at that point, it was just the best way to hit them, on the break. It was a fast break goal from Nations FC, because you could see that they've always wanted to, stay back a bit, just keep a low block and also hit them on the counter. And you can see the space that Berimaba had in front of him. Once that ball came to him, it was a good dummy from Aqua just to set him up. And after that rebound, he just had to lash that onto the back of the net. It was good goalkeeping, if I should put it. It was a very, very good goalkeeping. But then just look at that again. If that would pause, just look at the space over there. The right back is not there. Issa Ibrahim, non-existent on that occasion. Just look at the space that left Berimaba attacking.
Keeper could have done better.
No, he did his job at the first time of asking, but just the second time there was just too much in it that he just couldn't deal with that. But we have to give props to Karim, for that vision he had. And just look at that pass. He threaded it beautifully onto the part of Berimaba, and he just wouldn't do any mistake the second time. And that has been the bane for Accra Lions. Sometimes they love to attack, and once they are in their element, they feel like, see, let's throw more men forward. They are risk takers. They love to take risk. But then sometimes when you are advancing, when you're attacking, you always have to bear in mind that there's also defending to do whenever the other team tries to catch you on the break. So for the goalkeeper, he did his job, but it was just a defensive error, and they were made to pay for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that was a poor goal to concede on the part of Accra Lions, because if you look at where Karim Abdul picked the ball in midfield, there was no pressure on him. It took about three touches before he was able to thread. Let's see, there was no pressure on the ball. He had to take the first touch, second touch, so there was nobody within a 5 radius to close him down. And then the weight of the pass was perfect. You see, most of the time you can see the pass, but the ability to execute it is one thing. And then the execution was perfect. If you look at him, he turns around, raises his head, pick his spots. The first touch, second touch, and then the third touch was a perfect pass. And then the presence of mind from Prince Aqua to just dummy, because he knew his teammate Ban was behind him. perfect goal to score.
We've seen a lot of spaces, which is quite unusual for Nation, because normally they press very well.
Very, very unusual. There was no pressure at all on the ball in midfield, and that afforded Abdul the opportunity to pick the pass. And I think the goalkeeper, have to give credit to the goalkeeper. But at the second time of asking, Ban just put the ball away. That's a clever goal to score. A very good goal if you are Nations FC, but terrible goal to concede.
Maybe I'm being harsh on the goalkeeper. I thought he could have done better than that.
No, that's the best he could have done. Try to narrow down the angle for the attacker. You could see he just put his full body on the line, and unfortunately, just ricocheted off.
Initial shot wasn't what his
no,
initial
he
shot.
Have grabbed that. Yeah, that would have been very. I don't know. It would have been strange.
Not power anymore.
Yes, but that's why normally
it wasn't in a corner. It wasn't well placed, and there was no
the
power.
The goalkeeper tries as much as they can to make themselves very big.
I think Bermaba would have.
Exactly, and it was within close proximity. So you just see the goalkeeper now off, his line, trying to close and narrow it down. Just look at that. There's no way he was. He went down, saved that with his knee.
This is straight at the keeper.
Oh, you can't catch. There's no way you're catching that.
If he was going to catch it, he should have moved it away from the danger area. But I think it just came too close. It just parried the ball too close to.
If he had to dive to block it, I would say so. But this was straight at you.
Yes, I think you may be right. You may be right. Even if he wasn't able to catch it, the parry should have taken the ball away from the danger area. He shouldn't have parried it back into the danger area.
He was trying to block it with any part of his body, and that was what. And just look at that. At this point, it was within close. It was close range.
It hit his hand.
So it comes off a part of his body. Unfortunately, the rebound landed right in front.
But all the same, they deserve their lead.
Yes, they've shown maturity among the two teams. You'd say Nations FC have been more purposeful up front. They've showed so much maturity. They've not really had a larger share of possession, but then whenever they've had it, the ball, they've been threatening. They've been very, very promising in the third half. For Accra Lions, we know how they move. We know how they love to play. The philosophy is just keep on passing the ball, moving it, trying to find men in wide areas and try to hit them when there's enough space. And that's something that Nations FC haven't really given Accra Lions. They've not really given them that room for them to operate whenever they have the ball. The best chance they've created fell to Yaya Mohammed, the striker for Accra Lions, and he also flagged it after the goalkeeper also did a very, very good job. But then aside that, I have not really seen Accra Lions play like we've seen them play. They're a team that have got so much stamina, and you can see that they are very, very effective in the last 20-15 minutes of games, and that's where they tend to score lots of their goals. So maybe it's not game over for them yet. Maybe they still have something under their sleeves that they could use in the second 45.
Yeah, we should see more of a tempo. Mind you, it's Friday, and I was just telling Hansen, during the break, that Nations venue where the stadium is in the next couple of years, when the population around them, it's more populated, they should be having half stadium almost every game and full stadium when the big boys come through.
Yeah.
So the attendance, you can understand why it's not that much.
It's a Friday, and even games being played on Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, sometimes record such average attendances. And just like you rightly said, I think a couple of things will have to be put in place.
Sometimes these stats can confuse you if you didn't watch the game in a 45 minutes. I thought it was the other way around, but there you go. The stats will tell you it's 52% for Accra Lions, and then of course shots on target is accurate. So
yeah, I think that's about right. Accra Lions had a lot of the ball. They were passing the ball around a lot of the time, but they didn't really create
in their own territory.
Yes, in their own territory. They didn't really create much with it, apart from the only chance that fell to Yaya in the 31st minute. But I think beyond that, they hadn't, or they didn't really do much with the ball. So I think the stats for possession could be fair. I think they need to do more with the ball if they are to punish.
Okay, they're ready in that huddle there in the center of the pitch. So second half would commence any moment from now. Our commentator, as always, is Nana Dakwa Jesse.
Welcome back for second half of this match day 30 fixture in the Ghana Premier League Friday afternoon football here in our